What is going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo, and it is once again Slashback Saturday in Slashback, the sequel, the second year of the Slashback Challenge. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Today's theme is alternate titles. We were to review a slasher film with an alternate title. Not a foreign title, but an alternate title or a working title. I'm going with the movie from 1976, Communion, also known as Holy Terror. Don't know what it is? Well, that's because it's better known to people these days as Alice, Sweet Alice. And yes, this is my Arrow Blu-ray copy that I fucking love. And by the way, I switched the artwork on the interior. I thought it was badass. And since I have both now, I just, you know, good shit, you know what I'm saying? Awesome fucking release. Thank you, Hamilton Book. Thank you, Arrow. Directed by Alfred Soule and starring a very young Brooke Shields as Karen and Paula Shepherd as her sister Alice. A young girl named Karen is killed on her first communion. Who did it? Could it be her sister? The jealous sister? Is it Alice, Sweet Alice? Maybe. Let's find out together. Guys, this is a movie that's been out since 1976. If you haven't seen it by now, and you don't want the spoilers, then you should click off now. But we're going to go forward with this. This movie, set in 1961, had many overtones, many themes of religion, Catholicism, and family issues. Also, molestation and rape. This movie was released in 1976 under the name Communion. The director wanted it to stay Communion. United Artists, the studio that put this movie out, said, we want to change the name to Alice, Sweet Alice. He fought it, guys. He fought it tooth and nail, but ultimately he lost, and they re-released the film in the U.S. in 1977 under the name Alice, Sweet Alice. When it came out in 76, it was only released in the UK. This film was filmed right here in America, in New Jersey and New York City. Pros and cons time, guys. We're going to start with cons because I only have two. The first one is Alfonso de Noble's acting. This guy plays the big fat landlord who tries to molest young Alice, and we find out that it's hinted that he molested Karen, or tried to molest Karen at one point in time. His acting is so forced. This guy is going out of his way to try to be creepy, to try to be, kind of nasty. But honestly, it comes off as him just trying to push it. And it's so forced and it's so halted. The way he delivers his lines just does not do it for me at all. It's very, very cheesy, and I really didn't think it fit in with the feel and the motif of this movie. This is not a cheesy slasher. Alice, Sweet Alice is a very serious slasher film. By the way, y'all like the shirt? Bronco Juggalo. Got merch, y'all. We got merch. Look at that. Stopping for a commercial. Would you like a Bronco Juggalo shirt? Let me know now. I've got 3 extras right now, guys, so if you want one, let me know and we'll work something out. My last con is at the end of the film, our killer does something unexpected and stabs a priest right in the neck in front of a ton of people and a ton of witnesses. And none of them do a damn thing, which to me is completely unbelievable. Somebody always does something. All they did was sit there and cry and scream and back away and cross themselves. Yes, a lot of people will do that. But there's always at least one person that does something. And nobody did anything. I was sitting there thinking, God, what a bunch of pussies. First pro, guys. It's time for the pros. I love the story. I love how well written this movie is. And I love the red herring situation we get. We are led to believe that the killer is Alice. And I'm not saying she's not either. At the end of the movie, and there are times in the movie where certain things happen that makes me wonder what else young Alice may have done in this that we didn't know about, and what she may do in the future. But there is a red herring, because Alice is not the killer that, at least at the time being, they are looking for. But Alice is still pretty fucked up in the head. And that leads me to pro number 2. Paula Shepherd as Alice is fucking amazing. She was a little girl at the time. She's obviously a very much older adult now. But for a child actor, especially a child actor of that time period in a horror film, which usually don't have the best acting abilities, the best chops, this girl fucking nailed it. She was amazing in this role, and I absolutely loved her. I love the gothic feel of this movie. It is so, even though, yes, it's set in, somewhat modern New Jersey, it just feels gothic. It has that feel of dread. It has that feel of darkness and that subtle tones of, grays and blacks. And the cinematography is done in such a way to give you that feeling. And I really do like it. It's kind of like American Gothic. It's an American Gothic film. And I don't mean American Gothic the movie. I'm talking about the style. It's that style. It's New Age American Gothic. And it works. And it works very, very well. And I love the atmosphere of this movie. As I said, this is a serious horror movie. It is not a horror comedy. This is a movie that I cannot believe I've waited this long to watch. I can't believe I've never seen this movie before. That just trips me out. I cannot believe it, guys. I really can't. My final pro is after the stabbing in the church at the end of the film, Alice is walking down the aisle. Everybody's ignoring her. And she's holding the bag that the killer is always carrying. And then she takes the knife that the killer just used to stab somebody, and she slides it into the bag. And it freeze frames on her face, and that's how the movie ends. And the look on her face spoke volumes. This little girl is nuts, and she is going to go and do some shit with what's in that bag. And here's the thing, though. She had the same masks in her possession that the killer did. She did some creepy shit, just like the killer did. It makes me wonder if the killer and her did not kind of tag team this thing. It doesn't say that in the movie, but it kind of implies that some things are going on that could be more than what it seems. But when she took the lie detector test, she really did believe that it was her sister that stabbed her aunt, her dead sister. I really enjoyed Alice, Sweet Alice. I think you should check it out. Go and pick it up off Hamilton Book. It's got a really good price on it right now. It's cheaper than the actual Arrow site, and I enjoyed it. I think this is an amazing release. It looked great too, by the way. Talking about just this release for a minute, it's got a 2K restoration that looks phenomenal. Everybody keeps talking about 4K, which, by the way, 4K TVs at Walmart are dirt cheap right now. I almost bought a 70-inch the other day just because it was like $400. HD, smart TV, 70-inch, 4K, with all the trimmings. I was told by one of the people there that the 8Ks will be out soon, within this year. There's so many good special features on this release. It isn't funny. I love this release. I cannot wait to get more Arrow stuff. This is the first Arrow I've ever watched. I've owned Last House on the Left on the Steelbook. I haven't watched it yet. And I got some more Arrows when I got this one. This is the first Arrow release I have ever watched, and I'm sold. These guys are awesome. Great job on this, guys. Great job. Kudos to you, Arrow. And thank you for making it so we here in America can watch it too. As I always say at the end of these reviews, go and check out everybody else doing Slashback Saturday, and check out the creator of the challenge, my super slash brother, Joe, the Horror Man. Dude is awesome. Everybody doing this is awesome. Check out Jason. Check out N Ready. Check out Hobbs Horror. Check out Jay, super awesome. Check out Sean Blue Digital. There we go. Couldn't remember. Check out Jennifer Tochi. Check out anybody's doing these. All Nighter. Kelly. Damn, there's so many people that do this. I can't remember them all. Check them all out. This is Bronco Jello saying thank you for watching. I truly appreciate it. hit me up anytime. Leave your comments in the section below. Let me know what you think of this movie. Peace.
Somebody should have told you I'm the wrong one. All fun and games until you see me with the shotgun. Homie